Jonathan Turley overrules Adam Schiff. Crimes cannot be proven by soundbite or desire alone. Now they're trying to use the 14th Amendment to try to make sure Trump don't run in 2024. They're trying to label him an insurrectionist, which we know the 14th Amendment was basically Section 3 in particular was basically created so that Confederates couldn't run for office, and they're trying to use that to make sure Trump can't run. They're trying to label him an insurrectionist for the January 6th. It wasn't an insurrection for what happened on January 6th. It was just a protest that went wrong, is what I think happened. Because if it was an actual insurrection, it would have been weapons used. A lot of people would have been killed. None of that stuff actually happened. I think they take it and blowing it out of proportion is what happened on January 6th. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store where I have I Will Not Comply t-shirts. All right, let's talk about this news. Legal scholar Jonathan Turley overruled Adam Schiff and his January 6th committee, saying they did not have enough for a credible case, despite referring the case to the Department of Justice. Turley wrote, "This week, the January 6th committee voted to make criminal referrals to the Justice Department, including the proposed indictment of former President Donald Trump. However, the committee's splashy final black final finale lacked any substantial new evidence to make a compelling criminal case against former President Donald Trump. The committee repackaged largely the same evidence that it has previously put forward over the past year. That is not enough. Indeed, the reliance on a new videotape of former Trump aide Hope Hicks seems a case of putting hope over experience in the criminal justice system. While still based largely on the failure to act, Rep. Adam Schiff, Shifty Schiff, insisted that if that's not criminal, nothing is. The opposite may be true from a First Amendment perspective. If the failure to act is criminal, it is hard to see what would not be criminal under this standard. After members like Schiff again promised new evidence to support criminal charges, the committee continued its pattern of rehashing previously known evidence with network quality videotapes. And I love that he say that. That's basically all it is. They just rehash stuff. Every time Adam Schiff said he had this bombshell new evidence, it turned out to be the same old stuff. It's the same thing he did with Russiagate. The same. He was using the same exact playbook. People are tired of it. He goes on to say the failure of the committee to offer any new and direct evidence of criminal conduct was obvious at the outset. Vice Chair Liz Cheney began her remarks by again detailing what Trump failed to do. It was a repeat of prior hearings, and for some likely left the impression of actors who are refusing to leave the stage long after the audience departed. I love that analogy. The media also downplayed the glaring failure of the J6 committee to produce what it described as bombshell evidence of a criminal conspiracy by Trump. Members like Adam Schiff repeatedly promised that the next hearing would reveal such direct evidence, only to have the same rehashing of the prior claims for prosecution. The committee was playing to the same audience and knew that they did not have to produce such evidence to make their case. Experts like Harvard law professor Lawrence Tribe have previously declared Trump felonies were shown without any doubt, beyond a reasonable doubt, beyond any doubt, and the crimes are obvious. That included the Tribe, what Tribe suggested was a clear case of attempted murder of former Vice President Pence. Likewise, experts like legal analyst and Michigan law professor Barbara McQuaid told MSNBC viewers that Trump could be charged with manslaughter over the riot. The problem is that crimes actually require satisfaction of underlying elements and cannot be proven by soundbite or desire alone. Instead, much of the evidence cited what an official failed to do. Um, Yet, the last hearing seemed to focus on a number of things that did not occur, from a draft tweet that was not sent to an executive order that was never signed. See, they said, "Oh, he might have done this, but he never did it." There were discussions of appointing Trump attorney Sidney Powell as a special counsel, seizing voting machines, or replacing the Justice Department leadership. It is a chilling list, but it is also notable in that no final action was taken on such proposals. They keep saying like Trump was gonna do this, was gonna do that, but none of this stuff actually happened. So he didn't commit any crimes here. They're making this stuff up. That is a far cry from evidence showing men's rear guilty mind. However, crimes generally require both guilty minds and guilty acts. Building a criminal case on the failure to act to stop the violence is a notoriously difficult case to make. It's not a case at all, in my opinion. The most damning evidence concerns what Trump failed to do in those 187 minutes. However, while repeatedly omitted by the committee, Trump told his supporters to go to the Capitol peacefully to support Republicans' challenge in the election. And I think that's the thing right there that breaks every single argument that they try to make right there. He actually told the supporters peacefully protest. He said, at 1:11 p.m., Trump concluded his speech. Around 2:10 p.m., people surged up the Capitol steps. At 4:17 p.m., Trump made his statement to stop. Roughly an hour and a half later, that speech appears protected by the First Amendment and existing Supreme Court precedent. In Brandenburg v. Ohio, the Supreme Court ruled in 1969 that even calling for violence is protected under the First Amendment unless there is a threat of imminent lawless action and is likely to incite or produce such action. The Trump speech, in my view, falls well below the standard for criminalization. He goes on to say, despite the broad condemnation of Trump for his speech and the conduct on that day, there is a difference between what is viewed as reprehensible and what is chargeable as criminal conduct. So basically, they got nothing here. It's a nothing burger. They can send whatever letters to the DOJ. I really don't think I know the DOJ is corrupt, but they really don't have evidence to charge Trump with anything here. We got him. We got the receipts of him telling people to go home. We got the receipts of him when he told people to go to the Capitol peacefully. So really, what can you charge Trump with here? But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out themarkrepublics.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.